I was super happy about that. It's the first time I actually held these guys. Oh, you're gonna bite. Okay, fine. What's going on, you guys? Coming at you from the old familiar snake room. I just wanted to give you guys a quick look at what's going on in here. We have a lot of empty cages. We have a lot of animals, but a lot of the caging is empty, which is actually really nice. And mostly because we have an Indonesia shipment inbound. It's going to be landing on Tuesday. So we have some bigger cages available. We have a whole bunch of the smaller boxes available, and we're ready. I have another area for quarantine, has some pretty large size like blanket box racks ready. And our friend Furman is coming over right now to deliver a couple more racks. So, you know, as you can see, we have some bigger cages that we can kind of get away with putting some of the semi-arboreal snakes or bigger snakes into. And then of course the smaller snakes always can do well in the smaller size tubs and that sort of thing. So we have a lot of that space available. The bigger boxes on the back wall, some are empty, but most of them are full. So what's happening is as we get to our transition of moving overseas and scooping up and taking a bunch of our breeder animals with us, we're running out of large size tubs and boxes. So Furman, our friend Furman, he actually had a part in making these cages. He's made all these white melamine racks, the ones in the back as well. And so we have a couple more melamine racks coming with a different dimension box. So it's gonna help us. We're going to be able to open up some space, and it'll just give us a little bit more freedom as we play the puzzle game, as I'm sure we all do as things get full. We try to figure out how to best accommodate animals and move things around and kind of try to make everything work. So I'm not sure if he's going to want to be on camera, and if he is, we'll put him on camera, but regardless, I'm going to put his information in the description below because I just like his product. He just does such a great job. Everything is precisely measured. The tolerances with the lids according to the top of the shelf levels, everything moves and everything is precise, and he does a super good job. So I really like his product. We're not sponsored by him. I'm not getting anything out of it. I'm paying full price for these racks. But anyway, we'll show you the racks when we get here. Back here, what we've done is we've cleared out some things. We had a steel rack here before where we had a bunch of glass tanks, and the glass was good in case we needed to house particular agamids and geckos and that sort of thing. You can see a bunch of spots on the wall and it looks horrible, but it's going to be covered up by our racks, which are probably going to get up pretty tall. These marks are from geckos. We've had tokay geckos living out here for quite some time, zapping up the dubia and the crickets that get away and all that sort of thing. So they kind of trash up the walls. They'll do it to your house too, especially in Thailand, or a beautiful house. I've heard we already have tokay geckos living on the ground floor. They poop all over the place. But of course, tile and concrete's easy to hose up, but I can't do that to these walls. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit of some different snakes that I haven't shown before. And that is about it. We're just going to kind of come at you with a random video. You'll be able to see some stuff, some new stuff coming in. And that's it. Let's wait for our buddy to get here, and I'll show you what we got going on. Okay, you guys, so this is Furman. Spidey's Reptiles is his business name. Now remember, he had a part in building these 4-foot melamines, these racks over here, the CB80 racks on the back wall, and the baby racks that are inside in the office. He just delivered those. Those are the Vision V70 tubs. That's going to help us out a lot. These products last a very long time, you guys. The tolerances are great. They're lidless. The style goes back to the old school Sanmar cages for the people that are out here in California. And it's just a great design and it works really well. You're still manufacturing the Sterilite tubs, yeah?
Yes.
So the universal where the racks will hold 2 of these per level, or one of the sweater box sizes. CB80s are difficult to obtain those tubs that
Yes.
size now. So the CB80s, not so much, but the V70s, no problem on getting the
Anything
tubs.
vision.
Okay, so you guys, the only deal with the racks is that when the companies that manufacture the tubs change the dimensions, then it all of a sudden becomes an issue to try to get tubs. So you got to make sure that you have all the appropriate number of tubs to accommodate your racks. And if you do get word that something's going to be changed or whatever, head to Walmart, Target, all the normal big box stores and get some extra tubs, and then just go on forever. So that is about it. I am going to put Furman's information in the description below. I'm not getting anything out of this. It is just a product that I endorse. Obviously I use, because that's a lot of racks that Furman has built for us, and that is about it. It's probably the last time that I'm going to be getting anything from him, because everything else is going to be headed overseas. So thank you, man. I appreciate it.
No problem.
And
Thank you.
our new racks, you guys. So we'll show you a little bit more snakes before we're done. And yeah, I got a little bit more freedom now with the cage space. Okay, you guys, so our 2 brand new racks are in. They're not set up yet, but I wanted to show you a little bit more of the details. Now, I know it may have seemed like I was talking for Furman. He didn't really originally want to be on camera, so I told him I'd make it easy for him and just kind of hit him with a few questions. But he is welcoming new business, so if you're interested and you're in Southern California, or at least within range and distance to pick up, feel free to hit him up. I wanted to show you a little bit more on the racks here. So the way that he has them set up is that each one has its own FlexWatt panel. They're all kind of daisy chained and hooked together, but they're easy to replace. If one of the panels goes bad, you can just snip it off and just replace it. So that's the best way that he and I both feel to do it. It seems to make sense to me. It works really well. This room obviously is well insulated and it's always warm. I'm always kind of looking through the questions that are on the different Facebook groups, but I don't really like to participate too much in those for my own reasons. But this room keeps a pretty decent ambient, and I run all of the racks on their own thermostats. In case it does get cold, the thermostats will kick in and take care of it, and if it gets too warm, the thermostats will turn off. But it always kind of maintains during the day a little bit warmer gradient, a warmer ambient rather, and then at the nighttime the temperatures will drop in here, and I have all the thermostats programmed to also do a nighttime drop. So with these racks, because there's 2, I will put the thermostat in between the 2 racks. It's the most sanitary place to keep that, so I don't have to worry about knocking it off if I put it up here. These are really common Vision V70 tubs. Most of you guys are probably using these. Even ball python breeders is a very common dimension, and they're good for terrestrial colubrids. Is mostly what I use them for. So in the event that I need to make some space, terrestrial colubrids, all the Drymarchon, whatever, can go in here and it'll clear out the bigger cages, and then like I said, the puzzle becomes a little bit easier to deal with. Not going to do a video without showing you some animals, so I'm going to show you some Orthriophis that I got in almost 8 months ago now. I've been keeping it quiet because unfortunately with what I do, a lot of times when I bring light to a particular species, it kind of puts everybody then on the hunt for them. So it's a rare snake. I acquired them already. Animals are already established, and I'm going to go ahead and show them to you. I've seen a few pop up here and there. A lot of people think they're the only ones with them, but nope, you forgot all about me. So I do have some, so I'm going to give you guys a look at them here. These are Grabowski. They are a beauty rat snake. They are from North Sumatra. These particular animals are from about 2.5 hours north of Medan in North Sumatra. Not easy to get a hold of. And like most Orthriophis, they're a bit defensive and snappy in the cage. And outside of the cage, I don't know, I don't really handle them too much, but I know that with most of my Orthriophis, in the cage, they are a little bit snappy. So this is our Grabowski from North Sumatra. I haven't seen any real big animals, any big individuals of these, and these don't seem to have grown too much. Really, really beautiful. Great eaters. They love rat pups. I treated these just as a precaution. I love the different colors coming out, the olives. The bellies are yellow, and there's some greens and some olives and some dark grays. Really pretty animals, and I actually have some babies as well. I lucked out. I got 2 pairs of adults, so I have the 2 pairs of adults, and then I have 3 babies that are in the baby room, and I will show you guys those. They look a little bit different than the other beauty rat snake babies. You can kind of see some of the colors are a little bit unique and different. So I'm really stoked to have gotten these, and I'm even more happy that they're all established now and doing well. So we'll see what we can do with these. But I'm definitely ahead of the game. Some of you guys were just able to acquire some, and I'm already like 8 months in. So pretty cool. We'll see what we can do with these guys. All right, let me show you guys the babies. They're pretty cool. Also doing very well, feeding on pinkies. And another obscure exotic colubrid here in the DM Exotics collection. Let's go take a look. So here is one of the 3 baby Grabowski. They are starting to grow. When I got them, they were fresh little tiny babies, but they fed straight away, so they're doing quite well. I haven't sexed them yet, so hopefully we end up with a favorable sex ratio, but at least with the 4 adults, we have 2.2, so I was super happy about that. It's the first time I actually held these guys. Oh, you're going to bite. Okay, fine. But really pretty, and they look quite different than the other hatchlings. Most of the Orthriophis look very, very similar to each other as hatchlings, but I can definitely see some subtle differences here. Okay, you guys, and since we're on the topic of Orthriophis, I have this Ridleyi, a little bit of a progress video update. I don't know, for those of you that may have watched one of our Malaysia unboxing videos, we received this Ridleyi as a wild-caught male that I kept saying that I needed to do a little TLC work on, and this animal is now in tip-top prime condition. It is a beautiful Cameron Highlands Ridleyi, cave-dwelling rat snake, doing fantastic, and has now shed a couple of times, and is just absolutely beautiful. So we will do a Ridleyi video here probably next month, within the next probably like 4 to 6 weeks. I have some other Ridleyi coming, so we'll be able to hopefully show you guys a little bit of variation. And that is about it for this quick video. Our next video is going to be in just a matter of days. We have a big Indonesia shipment coming on Tuesday, so probably about Wednesday of this upcoming week, you guys can keep an eye out for an Indonesia unboxing video. I hope that we get some pretty amazing animals in that shipment, and we will show you guys all of that good stuff. And that is about it. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate everyone's support, and we will see you in the next video. Take care, you guys. See ya.